Well, hey there, friend. Sip your grits and butter your biscuit, 'cause it's time for Nashville.
Oh, hello. You caught me in a break. Welcome to Artsy Housewife Production Central. This is where we get all the patterns together. It's not pretty, but it's worth it.
I told you I'd be back before you actually wanted to see me again, and here we are starting off volume 3 of Nashville Shopping List, the series where we go through all the new products coming out for cross stitchers at the Nashville Needlework Market happening at the beginning of March. We have 3 big designers to cover today, including Artsy Housewife, Teresa Kogut, and Jeannette Douglas. Now first, we have our first deadline update. This is going to be the section where I share with you the deadlines that we have approaching for pre-orders. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't pre-order these items because we will be ordering extra, so like unclaimed things. They're not going to immediately sell out on these dates. But if you for sure want these products, you should order them before the approaching deadline. The first item is one of our best-selling products, so be sure to put your name on one of these copies by pre-ordering it. It is the Nashville Cookbook. Our deadline is approaching. It is next Sunday, so 8-ish days from the time of this recording. We will have to put in our final numbers for the Nashville Cookbook. Of course, we'll order extra, but we don't know how long that extra is going to last. And this deadline, as well as the other one I'm going to tell you about today, is pretty firm because the printing of the cookbook is going to be based on the pre-order numbers, meaning there's not going to be thousands extra for us to go back and scoop up. The other item that definitely needs pre-ordered ASAP is the My Stitching Album book by Jeannette Douglas. Remember, she's coming from Canada. She needs to know how many of these heavy books to bring, so she's not bringing truckloads extra. If you wanted My Stitching Album by Janette Douglas, make sure you get your order within the next week. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about my day yesterday. Yesterday was Friday, and I sat down in the morning and I recorded volume 2 of the shopping list. I don't know how long the recording actually took me because I didn't time myself, but I did time myself on the editing, and it took me an hour and a half to edit that video. And I think I'm pretty quick about chopping things up and adding things. I was shocked at how long it took me, and then the video was only 22 minutes long. So what I'm saying is, Steph needs to start working smarter, not harder. So in this video, we're going to try a different format. I would love to know your feedback on how this goes. You're still going to be able to see me, but this will cut out the whole process of me having to upload the item files, time the items, and when they come on the screen, which is what takes me so long. So let me know which style you prefer. I'm not against doing the fussy editing, but there's only so much I can do. I am going to do a nice introduction for each designer, as well as tell you what my pick from their line is, and then we will go to the computer. Yes, it will look better than my Instagram live computer feed. The first designer we're going to cover today is Jeannette Douglas herself. She has come out with quite a slew of new designs in addition to her stitching album. I am having a hard time choosing a favorite, but I think I've narrowed it down. Steph's award goes to the Christmas Dots series launching at Market. Now, Jeannette has 3 different series kicking off at Market, so the first installments of, the whole slew to come. It was hard for me to pick. I also love the Floral Alphabet Sampling series very much. I will show you that in a minute, but Christmas Dots, check these out. These are all in the $10 or less section that is on the homepage. So if you're looking for some Market bargains, there's a whole section for you to look through. The Christmas dots. Look at the full piece. This is charming, so cute, adorable. I love it. Now each pattern has 2 dots in it, and there's a postcard for each month. So for example, if you take a look at the screen, here's January and February and March. Each one has 2 dots. So in essence, you're going to be collecting 2 dots a month on these postcards. They're only $6. And at the end, of course, you have math. 24. Hey everyone, I'm down here floating in a bubble. We are on lindystitches.com, and we're going to look at the other Janette Douglas offerings. Now, Janette Douglas has a Chubby Animals series, and here is the latest. It is Chubby You. No, I did not just call you overweight. I'm talking about a sheep. Check your screen. Here is Chubby You. She's super cute. I love her little flowers she's wearing on her head. Adorable. If you want to check out the whole Chubby series, you can find that on our website. Okay, let's talk about this sampler because it's gorgeous. This is Stitches Be Sweet, and check out, you know, this is full of beautiful specialty stitches. You also know that Janette Douglas is going to hold your hand while you do these specialty stitches. This is a gorgeous sampler, and it has 2 patterns with it, so it also comes with this pillow over here. Very beautiful. Happy Life set 1 and 2. Now, apparently there's other seasons with this theme. I haven't looked that whole series up yet, but we do have Happy Life set 1 and 2 on the website. They're these gorgeous little spring pillows, very seasonal. So Happy Life set has Sunshine and Showers, Soil and Seeds, and then set 2 has Renew and Regrow and Sprout and Bloom. And of course you could finish these as pillows the way that they are done here, or you could stitch them all together to have a nice little spring sampler. Let's talk about this series here. The Travel Together series is also launching. Okay, I love the color palette of this series. So cute. And if you put them all together, you can make this cube. So fun. So there has to be 6 releases in this series total, right? So this is called Trip and Voyage, and of course you don't have to make the cube. You could stitch these individually or put them together to make a very nice sampler. The sampler is going to be gorgeous. The colors on this, I'm loving. So this is number 1 in the Travel Together series, and then this one is number 2. It is called Wander and Wonder. You know Janette Douglas, she's all about traveling. She cross stitches the 7 seas. And if you have gotten to go on a Janette Douglas cruise, I am jealous. Now this was the runner-up for Steph's pick. I am loving this series. It is called Floral Alphabet Samplings, and we have the first 2 installments for market. I'm going to zoom up on this one. Check it out. Here's A, B, C. The colors are just stunning. And then I also love DEF, because look at this. I mean, gorgeous. Okay, anybody else hearkening back to 10 years ago on FlossTube when everyone was stitching the Prairie Schooler ABC series all on one piece, making this massive piece of gorgeous needlework? I need someone to do this with the floral sampling series from Janette Douglas, because this is going to be gorgeous. I think that covers the Janette Douglas offerings for market. Oh, like so many pretty things. We're all having hard times. Let's do our Nashville budget donation, a gift card to Lindy Stitches. In the last issue, I asked you what your favorite pattern was so far, and we would like to congratulate Diane Ginsbach 2249, who said, "Pigeon in a Puddle is my favorite so far. Love is Reflection. Then I looked closer and saw the yellow galoshes. Had to get it. Going to try 40 count linen. Go Diane! Hey, if you have any 40 count linen tips for Diane, put them down below. First timer. You can email me at steph@lindystitches.com, Diane, and we will set you up. This video's chance at a stash cash donation. I just use way too many different words for this segment of the video. Leave me a comment below telling me what your favorite country song is. Even if you don't listen to country. I mean, you could technically make up a title and I probably wouldn't know the difference. leave that in the comments below and you might be the winner in our next installment. Next up, we have Teresa Kogut, and if she's known for anything, it's for bringing way too many tempting designs and you want to stitch them all, and it's a serious problem for all of us. Thanks, Teresa. Steph's pick goes to Naughty or Nice Stocking. Like, I'm not even a prim girl, and I think this is adorable. You could, of course, totally change the colors on this. It would be easy to match your own Christmas decor if you just altered the colors on the top checkerboard and the bottom checkerboard. Super simple. I know we all use different greens or reds in our Christmas decor, but even as is, this is adorable. It's a big stocking, 169 by 455. So good luck with that. Let's talk about the Kogut and what she is bringing to market. First of all, let's do a cookbook update because Teresa showed what chart she offered for the cookbook. Remember, there are 53 charts included on the cookbook, as well as recipes, right? So Teresa showed that this is her pattern that she contributed to the cookbook this year. How is just this berry bowl so cute? I've seen a million berry bowls. Why do I think this is stupendous? You know, I guess you can never have enough berry bowls. And if you didn't see it, here was Janine McGowan, the Blue Flowers contribution to the cookbook. So we have 2 chart reveals so far. Teresa put out a ton of stuff. A ton of stuff. Okay, so there's 2 books. Let's go over those first. First we have Faithful, Kind, and True. This book has a sewing roll, sampler, needle keep, and drum. So 4 projects in this book. I don't know what this little thing is on the bottom here. What is that? I need that. These projects are adorable. You get everything in the book, which goes without saying. If you are interested in kitting up any of these projects right off the bat, we have the back covers of the projects, and you can check out the stitch counts and the thread lists in the pictures for these items. The other book that Teresa put out, I don't know what it is about this sampler, but I think this is gorgeous. This is called Humble Cottage, and you get this big sampler on the top. I'm going to read you the verse. I live in a cottage, and yonder it stands, and while I can work with these 2 hands, I'm happy as those with houses and lands. I love that star border on the bottom. So these 2 patterns also come in the book. How does she design so much? Can somebody tell me? Crazy. Okay, let's go through the individual patterns. First up, we have this one. It's called A Time to Sew. So cute. How is the cat walking on the tulips, though? I mean, that's not realistic. It's not realistic, but I would stitch it. This robin is wearing a top hat. As all animals do. You never know when you're going to walk outside and see an animal in a top hat. My Heart is Fed is up next. Those of you who love stitching about stitching because you are so far into your craft that you need to stitch about stitching. Am I feeling snarky today? That one is called My Heart is Fed. We talked about the Naughty or Nice stocking. Let's talk about Coco's Garden. Let me get my big bubble head out of the way. So that all right. All right. Yeah, I need that. I mean, it's so pretty. And I love the shape. I love this finish. This is gorgeous. And I don't think it would be hard to figure out. Look at this ribbon. I mean, we've resorted to growling. Let's talk about New Beginnings. I love this one. This was almost my top pick. There's something about the colors. Teresa Kogut does spring so well. The pinks and reds and greens here are just singing a symphony. It's gorgeous. What else do we have? Because it just never ends with the Kogut. Folk Art Garden. My bubble head is too big for you to appreciate the full image. But check this out. Okay, you don't have to stitch it on black, you know that, but look how great it looks on black. I love those bees, the tulips. Okay, I submit. I submit to the Kogut's greatness. If you've had any heart palpitations so far, now is the time to log off for the sake of your own health and well-being. But we're going to Artsy Housewife next, and just beware. Steph's pick goes to Bun Bun. This is just gorgeous. I don't care who you are. If you don't agree with me, I'm sorry you have bad taste. This is 121 by 121. This linen is 32 count Into the Woods by Atomic Ranch. This is just stunning. The colors just have so much brightness, and this is just stunning. I love it. Okay, I downsized my bubble head so that you guys can really appreciate these designs. Next up we have A Study in Garden Fairies by the Artsy Housewife. This is definitely a runner-up for her bestseller. This was almost Steph's pick. This is gorgeous. I can't even. And I know a lot of you feel intimidated by Gigi's very stitch-heavy borders. This one is more delicate. I think it would be quicker to stitch up. Everything about this pattern is elegant. Everything. It's so pretty. Let's see how big it is. It is 157 by 247. So, I need it. What else did Gigi bring? Many of you have been salivating over the Within a Dream stitch along. This happened in her Patreon. The full pattern is now out. Glorious. I'm sure you've seen plenty of people working on this. The raven, the butterflies, the mushroomy skull. Spring essentials. Next up, let's talk about Summer Feels. This is giving me all the summer feels. Look at the magnificent combination of colors here. This is glorious. I like when patterns are fun to stitch just because of the colors, and that one definitely fits in this category. Next up we have The Florist. This pattern is so cute. Something is going to happen between these cats and this woman carrying the bowl of flowers. You just know that cat is going to be up to no good in a little bit. This is so fun. Next, from the Artsy Housewife, Pretty Things. Check it. Those of you who like more traditional floral sampler motifs, this one is very pretty, especially for those of you who love a good golden yellow stitch. Artsy Housewife has I can think of a few. She's done gold and yellow color palettes so well. This is so pretty. And then I think lastly, pardon all my scrolling, we have the Night Garden installment for the Artsy Housewife. So remember, the Night Garden patterns are those that just used that Threadworks Night Garden color palette. And here is Gigi's installment for those patterns. It's called All the Stars. Very cute. I neglected to mention that all of the Night Garden patterns are not big. I think the max is 60 by 60. I could be slightly wrong about that, but they're not meant to be large. And that means that you can stitch more of them using one set of those Threadworks flosses. And we're putting those all in a little collection. So far we have, here's the thread pack, and we saw the Counting Puddles Night Garden pattern, and then here is the Artsy Housewife installment. Special thanks to Boone, who recorded that wonderful banjo segment at the beginning of this video. I asked him for something at 8 a.m. on a Saturday, and 5 minutes later, he sent it to me. What a good sport. If you are not camera shy and you would like to send me a 15-second clip or less filmed horizontally of you either telling a joke, doing something Western, or just telling me what your favorite design from Market is so far, you can email it to me at steph@lindystitches.com. I can't guarantee that I will be able to use it. I don't know how many people are going to take me up on this offer, but there you go. Hey, before you log off, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really, truly does help me for you to do those 2 finger motions, and I thank you. Guess where I'm going tonight? I am leaving the house. I'm escaping the grip of Lindy Stitches. My daughter is taking me to a Billy Joel concert in Indianapolis. And Sting. Sting is also going to be there. Now, let it be known, I am a millennial. I did not grow up listening to Sting or much of Billy Joel. But my daughter has eclectic music taste, and of course it's classic, right? Billy Joel is a classic. Everyone should know. Everyone knows some Billy Joel songs. So we are going to have a great time together. I'm really looking forward to it. And let it be known, I did not start the fire either. It was always burning since the world's been turning. I will see you in our next installment. Have a great weekend, friend. Bye. Yeehaw.